So with Wrath of the Druids coming to us in just under a week, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will be introducing werewolves in its DLC, but Ubisoft may have backed itself into a corner. Now mythology and the way cultures interpret the world is as much as history as real wars and battles that have taken place. It's not necessarily the use of mythology that has seemingly turned fans away from the recent AC games, including AC Valhalla, but how they are implemented. So in this video, I'm going to be running over just how Ubisoft may have backed themselves into a corner when explaining how these mythical elements could appear in the games. So if you're going to enjoy it, click the like button down below and do not forget to subscribe for some more Assassin's Creed Valhalla content, and make sure to stay to the end of the video for an update on my monthly giveaway. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So Assassin's Creed Origins was actually the first to really play on the idea of mythology. DLCs like Sobek appeared for grand epic battles due to an Animus glitch. In Assassin's Creed Odyssey, an IC project created everything from the Minotaur to the Hekon I give up on that word. And in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, it is a drug-induced effect wherein Eivor sees her past life through a cultural lens she can understand. This makes sense as it's unlikely many could see the world of Isu for what it is without having it explained away. But that's just the thing. This werewolf doesn't seem to be explored in a similar way, and there's not much to go on, but as it stands, Ubisoft can't really visit these ideas anymore, not that it even should in the first place. Granted, very little is known about the werewolf or werewolves in Wrath of the Druids DLC. Now the screenshot on your screen now is all that has been shown, and in terms of mythology, it makes sense that it would rear its head during Eivor's travels to Ireland. Yet at the same time, its explanation can't really be reasoned with in the same way as the previous games. For many, having a werewolf is problematic enough, and that's not to say nothing about the lesser rumblings of a dragon DLC in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but it's there and players will encounter it in some way. So the question really is, how is Ubisoft going to introduce it? None of the above explanations would work though. With Eivor seemingly fighting it while engaging the children of Danu, it's not likely to be an Animus glitch. The IC project could be brought into play once again, but that has seamlessly ended. The DLC doesn't seem to be going down the same ISU heavy road AC Odyssey did either, making it seem less likely, while drugs similar to AC Valhalla's Asgard and Jotunheim arcs seem like a cop-out. In theory, the children of Danu could engage Eivor in combat, hit her with some psychosis-inducing mist, and make her see werewolves, but that just sounds a bit shit, to be honest. It's plausible that a very heavily hairy character could come across as a werewolf, wherein such myths typically lie, but in broad daylight that would make no sense. Many are against the werewolf for its supernatural leanings alone, but mythology, history, fantasy, sci-fi, however one refers to it, its presence can be explained. The problem becomes how Ubisoft handles its mythological learnings. If it continues the modern day storyline, there may be a way to explain it via the potential connection to Basim, but still, that feels far-fetched based on what we know so far. Once again, there is nothing wrong with exploring the mythology that inspires culture. Seeing a Kraken or a Lusker in AC Black Flag, or a mystery of the depths that could be explained away as such, could have added unique layers of fear to the pirate life. Fighting Medusa and the Minotaur in AC Odyssey, I have to admit, was a fun boss battle, and some settings and cultures could easily learn from this, but I really feel like this shouldn't have been added and it should have been explained some way better. What I'm trying to say is that for the next Assassin's Creed, this whole epic of Assassin's Creed RPGs, their settings lean more heavily into this mythological setting. Regardless of how anyone feels, it's going to be on Ubisoft on how they explain it. In that sense, Ubisoft may have backed themselves into a corner. Animus has been used, Isu has been used, and drugs have been used. Unless it intends to make the werewolf or dragon actually exist, which is very doubtful, it seems that any possible explanation now may only skim the surface. Of course, and hopefully, Ubisoft may have some hidden trick up their sleeve. Otherwise, those who find the mythology in the universe of glowing apples, ancient civilization, weapons, and weapons of legend out of place may not be satisfied, including myself. I personally want the mythology to fold purposely around the Isu, however you say it, and the technological advancements that come with Assassin's Creed. Previous games handled this very well. They managed to explain the gods, the beings in this form and this world a lot better than the newer games. If there is a werewolf, which obviously there is, if it turns out to be a real werewolf, I don't know how I'll react. I personally don't like it if it is a real werewolf. I just hope they manage to explain it better than they have done previously, because it's just not making sense at the moment. Guys and girls, now let's talk about my giveaway. From now up until the end of the month, I'll be giving away couple codes for the Wrath of the Druids DLC on any platform of your choice. Now, all you need to do for a chance to win is comment down below whether or not you're excited to see a werewolf in Valhalla and why or why not. Like the video and of course make sure to subscribe to enter the giveaway. Now, with that all said, if you have enjoyed, click the like button anyway, subscribe as well, and I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.